Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to explore spending gold or spending money on Hearthstone. In particular I want to know whether all of those old mini-sets that are available in the shop, whether buying them is worth it, or whether buying stuff like Path of Arthas is really worth it. So let's do some math and look into some details. First of all, some well-known facts about minisets. Minisets all have the same rarity spread. There's 4 unique legendaries, 1 unique epic, 14 rares, 16 commons, 35 unique cards, total of 66 cards in a miniset. And if you were to try to get all the miniset cards from packs, well, you would have to open more than 70 packs to get all of those legendary cards, and more than 20 packs just to get all the rare cards. Whereas if you disenchant all of the cards, you get 2500 dust, which is around 25 packs worth. And these minisets are sold for 2000 gold or for $15, 15 euros. So that's kind of a good investment. If you buy packs with gold, you can buy 20 packs with 2000 gold, or you can buy the miniset, and miniset is worth generally more than the packs. And also just buying them with money is generally favorable. However, now Blizzard is also selling those old mini-sets in the shop, so is it worth buying one of the old ones? Let's look at the competition a little bit. First of all, we have these new bundles in the shop. For example, this Legends of the Lich King bundle for 2000 runestones or $19.99, which are actually the exact same thing. You can't buy this with gold. You can get 20 packs and 2 random legendary cards. And that's a pretty attractive deal. This is actually, depending on whether you use those cards from packs, whether those random legendaries can be useful to you, this can be better than buying a mini set. The pure dust value mini set is still better, 15 euros for 2500 dust compared to 20 euros for 2800 dust. But this is definitely a contender, but only if you're using real money, because this is not available for gold. Another contender, also if you're using real money, is the Tavern Pass. Much of the Lich King Tavern Pass, 2000 runestones or $19.99, again the same thing, just 2 different approaches to say it. And much of the Lich King Tavern Pass, it's actually curious. The Tavern Pass is now a worse deal than the bundle. Yeah, this bundle, 20 packs, 2 random legendaries, is almost always better deal than this much of the Lich King Tavern Pass, unless you want the cosmetics. If you just want the XP bonus, which XP bonus is going to give you more levels, and more levels means more gold, so you can probably expect, if you're actively playing Hearthstone, you can expect to get around 20 packs plus 1 legendary from this, because there's that Diamond Romat. All the other legendaries are available for free anyway, they don't actually give you anything new, but the Diamond Romat does. So it's around 20 packs and a legendary for an active Hearthstone player, compared to 20 packs and 2 legendaries if you just buy the bundle. So they have actually outdone their own Tavern Pass with the bundles that they're selling. That's really weird. But be that as it may, this is also something that only applies if you're using real money on Hearthstone. Whereas the minisets you can also buy with gold. So Castle Natria miniset, 2000 gold or 1500 runestones, so that's 15 euros or $15. But when you evaluate these, okay, we know the dust value, but are these cards useful? We can also evaluate them comparing to the current meta to see like the real, actual value that we're getting. And for Castle Natria miniset, this comparison is quite favorable. Well, of course it depends on various things. So I have evaluated the cards, looking into, okay, what cards are actually being used in decks. And these are the cards that are actually being used in decks from the set. So that's 2 legendaries, 12 rares and 2 commons. Obviously your mileage may vary. You might consider that, hey, these cards shouldn't be used, or I don't really care about these cards. That's totally fine as well. But these are still cards that see play right now in this meta. And the cards that see play in this meta are worth 4480 dust from Castle Natria. So that makes Castle Natria miniset a pretty attractive thing to buy, whether with gold or with real money. And it compares really, really favorably compared to Throne of the Tides miniset, the miniset from Voyage to the Sunken City. I mean, Commander Ultok, Lady Nasyar, Ozumat. Dude, really? Well, there's Neptulon the Tidehunter there. But still, Sunken City miniset. Meta cards, Jackpot, Command of Neptulon, Light Ray, K9tron, Herald of Nature, Neptulon. 1 legendary, 2 rares, 8 commons, and this is being quite generous. 2120 dust. Like, yeah, this is still a decent buy if you're spending gold, because there are not a lot of good deals with gold. And with gold you still get some value, but if you want to spend real money, then you're actually starting to wonder, okay, is Sunken City mini set really worth it? Are these cards really going to see that much play? And it might not be worth it. There are also older mini sets up for sale, but the problem with these mini sets is that they are up for rotation in April, so you will have very limited time to use the cards in Standard, which is kind of a shame because mini set quality does differ. Onyxia's Lair is one of the highest quality mini sets. Oh, Raid Boss Onyxia, Kazakusan. It has such sweet cards. So Onyxia's Lair would definitely be something that I would buy, but then because it's rotating out of Standard, then that might make me reconsider. Dead Mines, Edwin is from Dead Mines, for example. Dead Mines is also pretty good, definitely something that you could consider, but again, rotating out soon, so that might make you reconsider. Whereas Wailing Caverns doesn't really have any strong cards, so yeah, it has like Mutinous, and who even uses Mutinous nowadays. So Wailing Caverns probably is not worth buying, no matter what. And the other ones, well, the rotation coming might make you reconsider, but Onyxia's Lair and Dead Mines do contain a bunch of useful cards. So those were the mini sets, and that brings us to Path of Arthas. Path of Arthas costs the same as a mini set, 2000 gold or 1500 runes, so that's 15 euros, $15. But it doesn't contain as many cards as a mini set. It's only 49 cards, 26 unique cards including 3 legendary cards, so yeah, you're being bamboozled a little bit here when it comes to dust value, because this one does not include as many cards. So Path of Arthas cards, they really have to be worthwhile. You have to want to play with these cards in order to make Path of Arthas worthwhile, but do you want to play with these cards? So looking at the meta cards, Lady Deathwhisper is played a lot, but she's actually not totally mandatory, even in Frost Death Knight. And then epics, Frostmourne's Fury, really good in Frost Death Knight, might also be able to be skipped. Blood Boil, absolutely mandatory if you want to play with a control blood deck. Then there's 8 rares and 18 commons that see play according to the same criteria, and that's 4720 dust. Maybe you could include the Scourge if you really want to play with Unholy Death Knight. Unholy Death Knight currently is not very strong, but maybe there's some buffs coming. So Path of Arthas, just from the use value of the cards in Path of Arthas set, looks like a great thing to buy, with either gold or with real money. So right now, some of the best things that you can buy are Path of Arthas and the Castle Natria mini set. The Voice Sunken City mini set is much weaker. The other older mini sets, some of them are useful, but some of them are rotating out pretty soon as well. And then interestingly enough, the current bundles in the shop seem to be better than the Tavern Pass unless you care about the cosmetics. But those are of course all only available for real money. But I hope this video has helped you to get an idea on the relative values of these items that are available to buy in Hearthstone, and well, happy Hearthstoning. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.